I loved the retreat. I loved the people that I met there. I felt so comfortable and at home. The place was beautiful. The facilitators were amazing, and the women's stories really spoke to me. I mean, they were from all over the country, all different backgrounds. Some were married, some were single, some had kids, some didn't. Some had really violent relationships like mine. Others had relationships that had different dynamics of abuse, but all of them spoke to me, and I made some lasting friends. One of my dear friends is from the retreat, and I still go out to visit her out near Boston with her kids 3 years later. And it helped to go with a close friend as well, so we could share our experience while we were there, but also when we left, we could reflect back on it. But the thing I remember the most was the circle where we stood in the middle and we spoke our truth and said how we wanted to be seen, and then we were honored by the other women. And that felt like the most significant part for me, or the part that I remember the most. But I really loved the whole thing.
For anyone who's thinking about going to the retreat, I would have to say that my experience, the one thing that I really took away from it, what mattered the most, was when I first entered the room. I was scared, I was self-conscious, I was insecure and nervous. And when I saw all these other women who were business people in business suits and lawyers and doctors and, you know, people who were different than me, I realized that this happens to everybody. And everybody's here, all different kinds of people. And that was really comforting to know that it wasn't just me in this small town that I live in. And it really happens to everybody. And it made me feel a lot more comfortable about not being that one person anymore.
I remember before going to the retreat, and when I finally got there, the beginning opening circle and the feeling of apprehension that I had, because I remember feeling I'm in this place of healing, and I've already healed, and I don't want this re-traumatization to happen, and like all of this to come back, and then I leave this weekend and I'm just broken again. And so there was fear, and then I remember it waxing and waning through the weekend, and I remember this awesome drumming session that everyone had, and it was this passion of like all these women gathered and just beating on this drum, this visceral experience that came from within of like the lioness being able to like protect myself and protect my cub, and like knowing that whatever came out in that weekend needed to be there, and that I had the support. I had the support, and I would leave there with the support. And it was hard, and it felt big, and I was okay from all of it.